Hey guys, you ready?
Yeah. Sir.
Yo guys, we got episode 2 of the Born Ready podcast. I'm very excited. We got Kels, we got Winter, and we got my other guy, Kai. So, this is very exciting. We got a bunch of different topics to talk about. But first and foremost, let's just introduce yourself real quick. Talk about yourself, what you do, and kind of get people familiar with yourself.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kel, bro. I go by Kelly Kel or Kel or whatever other alias you might hear me say. I make music. I'm an artist. I run a film company. It's me and the team. We just do a lot of film work, and we make content. We're content creators, so we like to put out great content for everybody to enjoy. Whether it's music, whether it's information, whether it's comedy, whether it's something serious. So.
That's dope. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cousin Kai.
Alright, y'all, it's Cousin Kai.
There's a camera right there you can look at.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Cousin Kai.
It's live.
I'm a fresh content creator. I'm from the IE, doing my thing right now. Young entrepreneur. We just, trying to get our foot in the game,
Oh, now that they win, it's your boy Winter. If you didn't know, you better act like you know second place is the first to lose. Mr. Choose Me or Lose Me live, full in effect, HD, 3D, no TV needed. If you didn't know, act like you know. Serial entrepreneur, content creator, business and development coach, real estate agent, graphic design, fucking film, edit, whatever. This is the team. We out here getting
The
it.
official side nigga for your girl. He does it all. And his daddy's a plumber.
Hey man, if you need that pipe, hello. I'll let you boy.
Hey but on a cool tip, it's crazy. I've been seeing you guys as content, and I like what y'all do. I feel like you guys are just being yourselves and putting out good content. I wanted to ask you guys, how'd you guys get into the content creating? How'd you guys get inspired to do it? And how do you guys come up with your ideas? Y'all be coming up with shit that's just hilarious. Bro.
Yeah.
Y'all stuff is just crazy.
Well, me myself, I got started probably 3 years ago. Shout out to my god sister, Bad Gal Ting, Miss Sade. I was in one of her videos with Big Ja, and then I saw it working for them, and I was like, shit. I've always wanted to just be me authentically, you feel me? Add a little message with a little comedy relief to it. And shit, I met my cousin, you feel me? I don't know how you meet your cousin, but I met him and then became my cousin. And you feel me, Cousin Kai was already Cousin Kai, you feel me? So we just came to put it together. And when y'all all serve a purpose, it makes sense. We just take real life, and put it into scenarios that's relatable, digestible, and then again add some humor on it so niggas could be able to ha at the bullshit.
Yeah, you definitely gotta do that, man. It's interesting because you guys be creating stuff that I haven't seen before. I feel like people be doing the same things.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys just stay authentic though?
Man, like Winter said, bro, he's been in the game for 3 years, doing that. I'm newer to the content world, but we all have different backgrounds and experiences that we can add to it. So as far as brainstorming goes, we might not be talking about content, and he might tell me a story just on some homie shit,
Yeah.
Bro, I can't believe this happened. We're venting, and then it's boom, that's content, And it's not always like that, but that's what we like to try and do is create real scenarios. Sometimes they're not real stories, but a lot of times we pull from reality to kind of just make it more relatable, more digestible for the viewers and people that's tuning in. Because at the end of the day, we feel the same way. There's a lot of corny bullshit out there, and then it gets recycled.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say we're the first people to ever do the stuff we've done.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. I just want to put it on people's mind as a refresh. That was refreshing to see. I haven't seen something like that.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, man. How we come up with these ideas, we just be ourselves,
Yeah.
but we pull from real life stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of people that want to make things that think people want to see that versus making things that they just want to make.
Yeah.
We're not creating for the people, we're creating for ourselves, and people are enjoying it.
Correct.
That's the difference right there, and just having fun with it. I feel like with anything you do, you just gotta have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not having fun with it, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just like with anything. And I like the thing that you said, Winter, that you're into different things. So a lot of people sometimes will tell you focus on
One thing, right? Yeah.
But the reality is, you never know what's gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody tells you you can't, they think pretty much people will think that you can't do something because they can't do something.
The people will limit you based on their insecurities.
Exactly.
And that's all it is. And you know, people always say, well, if you're a jack of all trades, you could be a master of none. But if you finish the quote, a master of none, a master of one is never oftentimes better than a master of many. If you look up the entireties of the quote, but people only half quote it. And the thing is,
to fit their agenda.
to fit their agenda. But the thing is, like you said, like how do you know what the thing is if you don't try a bunch of things? I believe in failing fast and learning faster. So if I don't throw it out there and see this ain't for me, you feel me? How would I know? You feel me? I'm not even giving myself a fighting chance. So I'm just gonna try everything. Plus my bills is different. So you feel me? I gotta do a consultation to pay my phone bill. I gotta rent out one of my cars, you feel me, to pay my cable bill. I gotta, you feel me, go sell this house in order to, you feel me, buy the equipment that I need so we can continue to record these short movies and stuff like that. Like, so I have to do all of what I'm doing to sustain myself because people these days think that one job go cut it, one hustle go cut it, and that's cool. And if it is, power to you.
I mean, y'all see what's going on with the pandemic. People losing their jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, people were getting money though from EDD and shout
Yeah,
out Trump.
people losing their money and getting and losing their job.
Yeah.
Getting money and losing it. Losing it and getting it again. I mean, shit, that's the cycle of
But
life.
the craziest part is when everybody got that EDD money, unemployment, everybody was spending it. I've
Yeah.
never seen so many people taking flights, doing this and that, or whatever the case is, and then now it's like they back at where they were.
Square one, yeah.
Oh man, it's sad to see. And it's really sad to see, like, with the black community. You know, it's like we see our own people tricking off money on new cars and shit that they can't afford.
Yeah, after the money
It's gonna
gone.
end, bro.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last forever.
That's why the violence that went up. I've seen people getting home invasions.
I seen the
people
riots.
Yeah.
robbed.
Man, I wasn't here then, but I seen people rioting and looting stores and doing our crazy things. But it's just crazy because people get this money. I asked a couple people like, "Yo, you know, what'd you do with your money?" "Ah, man, I blew it all. I spent it all." I'm like, "You spent, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah,
crazy."
you spend 10, 20, 30,000, but the thing is, people don't never work on their preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we always work on reactive solutions. So why do we respond after the problem is already intact? So I asked my friends and associates, if you had $10,000 right now, what would you do with it? All of them say invest, but they don't never know what they invest into. That's because we haven't shifted our mindset to know what to invest into. We all want to be investors. We all want to be entrepreneurs. We all want to bet on ourselves. Yet we don't have enough discipline to put ourselves on that same type of schedule that boss would.
Yeah.
Because you're not a boss.
I feel like a part of it too is they don't teach us, you know, like it's not.
Who's they?
Like I feel like it's not popular sometimes for them to. How could I say this? I feel like growing up, based on where we come from, sometimes we're not always taught about real estate and credit.
You're right.
Like I didn't. You know, I remember when I got to college, I asked my mom, "Hey, you know about credit?" And she's like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" But
Right.
it's like she didn't know too much about it either.
Yeah.
So we gotta pretty much
Break
put
the
our people
cycle.
on and break the
Yeah.
cycle so people can actually.
But we can't wait for nobody to teach
Yeah.
us though. You feel me? Because if we looking for a savior, you ain't gonna never save you.
That's the biggest thing. I was just talking to, you know, Cole's Don about this. We were talking about it, and it's just like a lot of people wait for opportunities to come to them, but you know, if you make a door open for yourself, you're gonna get more.
Yeah, you gotta
know
create
what I'm
a
saying?
way, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
Like
That's why we do the film.
Yeah.
literally, I was featuring in fucking skits for
Yeah.
like those 3 years that
Yeah.
I've been in this space.
Yeah.
Featuring all features. None of it was never mine. It wasn't until 6 months ago, we was like, let's just bust down this door and let's see what happens. Went crazy.
Oh yeah, the shit's
Went crazy.
It's just, dude, it just jumped off so quick. I mean, bro, Winter had, like I said, he got 3 years in the game, so it was like he already kind of knew how to do it. So his shit started jumping, mine started jumping, and it was just like, these are like the small reminders, like, bro, this works.
Yeah.
What you're doing works. You know,
As long as you work it.
But it was just like, I was on some stuff like, because I started shooting for him. I had the company already. I was already filming, right? Working with a lot of content creators. And they do all different kinds of things. And so like everyone's giving me their input, all this. I had already been making music. So I was naturally a content creator. Well, I never looked at it like that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm already used to being in front of camera, whatever, you know? So my thing was, it was a natural transition to go into being in my own sketches. The whole reason why I even started doing the film and, you know, getting hired out and things like that was because I was like, one, I don't ever want to go back to doing security.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit sucks.
Oh man.
Bro, it sucks.
Yeah.
And it had me like acting weird, like Like I was always on edge. I wanted to fight people and just do weird shit because I was always on edge. Because I go with a lot of weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I worked a lot of weird jobs. Like I worked at Motel 6.
What's some of y'all craziest jobs, man? I want to know real quick, like, from everybody, what's y'all craziest jobs?
Craziest job?
Before becoming an entrepreneur, because that's the craziest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like experience?
Craziest thing I've ever done was
Like,
pay
what's
my
the
bills
first
with
thing?
my talent.
What's just the wild?
All right, what's the wildest thing y'all had to deal with at y'all job, man? I want to know.
Ooh, y'all are getting an exclusive right now. Hey, I'm busting somebody down at the job at Motel 6. Oh my god. Crazy. Hey, don't put that in the what's it called though? Don't put that on the Instagram clip. Just keep editing the longer. Make niggas watch this shit to get that one. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You was a customer?
No. That is crazy.
Look, she put up all these older white lady. She probably like 40, maybe even older. Fat booty. I was like, oh, I have to do this. I have to. I cannot do this.
You know I feel you.
So she called me to the room, right? She butt ass naked, nigga. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back for that. Like, she was asking me something stupid. I'm gonna come back for that. I go back, I talk to the dude at work, I'm like, hey, make sure these cameras is off. I'm about to go in that room. He's like, alright, bet. So that's how it happened, man.
Whoo, Motel 6. That's what happened when security guard at Motel 6. Well, I don't have a story to compete with that one. Shit, the craziest, I mean, I don't even have any crazy jobs. I worked odd jobs, like, damn, go ahead, Kai. I don't know.
I don't have a crazy job story, but a nigga was interviewing me and I just like cussed him out because he was just talking to me crazy, and I just left. You know the little
The job interview?
Yeah.
Wait, what was it?
Like the orientation type shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Wait, why did
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Wait. Where was it and why did they do that?
I didn't like the way he was like talking to me. So
Yeah.
he was talking to me like I was just so beneath him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I didn't like that, and I just cussed him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got something similar to that. So it was I used to have long locks for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And you know, I got discriminated against multiple times, whether I was at work, interview, or whatever, but I was more qualified than everybody there. You feel me? Which is the reason why I work for myself. Because I mean, why would I work for a job that I'm overqualified for? So we was going through the training phase. So we was right at orientation. And everybody was about to go do their last little review or whatever. So then the people in the thing was all talking like, oh, where'd you interview at? Where'd you interview at? I was like, oh yeah, I interviewed over there in North Torrance. I was like, yeah, the lady told me that I was gonna have to cut my hair to get the job. I said, oh, I'll go get a lineup, but I'm not cutting my shit for $17. Like I can go sell some other shit. You feel me? And then they heard my conversation. So I went in there and she was like, yeah, I heard you talking about how she said that you weren't going to get the job with your hair. I said, yeah, which was racial discrimination. You lucky I didn't sue.
Yeah, you can
you
sue.
feel
You
me?
literally
Like,
take them to
you
court.
know, so she was like, yeah, I don't think we should move forward with you. Like, I was like, interesting. Well, expect that lawsuit. You know, then they tried to do a petty hire, you feel me, so they got a reason to fire me. And I was like, I don't even want the job no more. And I don't follow through with the lawsuit either because, you know, black people can't afford no lawyers. But, it was a crazy situation.
But you trying to lawsuit? You can start acting different.
Yeah, acting different. So you said a word.
Got that offer.
I'm pretty sure you can get a lawyer where they take a certain percentage of.
Yeah, you gotta have a down payment.
Yeah.
Out here, you gotta have something.
You talking about pro bono type, or right? That's what it is. Pro
I don't know what it is,
They
man.
work for the payout.
Yeah,
They take the percentage.
But that's only for car accidents.
Yeah.
Because they know.
Because they know.
Yeah.
Some stuff like this, they're like, it's gonna be a lot of work till you can actually prove it is hearsay. You feel me? 'Cause it's
Yeah.
what I say versus what you say, and you're a white lady. You
Yeah.
feel me?
You gotta
Like,
get divorce court.
you mean, come on, exactly.
Put up like, hey, why can't I get?
Yeah, why did I get?
Oh,
She said, "Are you gonna come with a clean look?" I was
Tell
like,
about
"A
that.
clean
Tell about that
look."
story when you got written up at work about the.
Oh man. Should I tell them?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so it was one of my odd jobs. You know, like warehouse. I just started working. I was like fresh out of high school, like 17, you know. So I was working at this warehouse and I had my headphones in. So this girl was like sitting like right by me, you know, type shit. And I was looking at her, I was like, damn, she got some big titties. But I thought I said it in my head, you know, you got headphones and you can't hear shit. And I was like, I was like, damn, she got some big titties in my head. And she's like, talking to me, but I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Then you were like,
Yeah,
everybody had headphones on. So you didn't have a lot of
I couldn't hear it, and it was just a bunch of bullshit.
Damn.
Long story short, I don't work there anymore. See, these fools get you in
Nigga
trouble.
said they called me in the office talking about Kyrie. Can you come into the office?
That was kind of crazy.
Honestly, man, I don't think I got any crazy work stories. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything crazy? Nah. Don't.
Not yet. You gonna have some.
Yeah, you don't have one. I got one. Hey, look,
What you got?
I can't. I signed an NDA, so I can't really say the company. But it was a brand new store. It's the first one in Michigan, right? And at the time, I was 16, 17 years old. So I had my little goatee coming in. You know, you feel like the shit when you start.
Yeah, just a little peach fuzz.
Yeah,
I'm grown. Like,
Exactly. So can't nobody tell you shit. So I'm at work. The manager or the store owner came up to me, looking like this. Took her phone, put the flash on. I was like, you got too much chin here. You gotta cut that off. They ended up writing me up 6 times that week because of my hair and because of my chin hair. She dead ass took a picture of it with the flash on. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, when I wore my hair in a bun one time, it was like, nah, you can't do that. I said, what? I said, my hair longer than all these chicken head bitches y'all got working in this motherfucking job. I can't wear my shit in a bun. They said, nah, it looks crazy. I said, this is gonna be my last week. It's gonna be my last week. It's little shit like that where it's like, it forces you to bet on yourself, you know?
Nah, for sure.
And the crazy job, again, that I actually have is being an entrepreneur, which is what the fuck I'm doing. But I'd rather have that crazy than to be batshit crazy mentally over a job that'll replace me, you feel me, in the drop of a dime and won't even give me a real 2-week notice. That's why when people be leaving, I be like, why you could ask a 2-week notice? They would have fired you and told you to leave the same day. So that's what the fuck I'm doing. And I need my check at the end of the week. You feel me? And they gonna give it to you. You feel me? But people be scared to take a leap of faith. They don't know where they're jumping from. You could be jumping from the curb to the street. You feel me?
I want to ask you, bro, because I know you're an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur as well. From your perspective, you know, being an entrepreneur, what does it really take? Because I feel like a lot of young people, or just people in general, they want to get into that field, but what happens is people don't like adversity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you heard about it before. This
It's
is
not for you. If you feel like, if you have to think and you like, there's no tips. Don't get me wrong. I grew up seeing everybody in my family entrepreneurs, so it's different, I guess. But I personally feel like it's not for you. If you feel like you need to question anything, like I feel like entrepreneurs be like, this is how I'm gonna do it, and they do it. You know? So I personally don't think that it's for you if you're questioning it 50-50, whatever. I think people that really got it in them, they don't question nothing. They just figure out how they're gonna do what they want to do as an entrepreneur. Like you, as an entrepreneur, you don't ask for permission anyway. So I don't understand why people feel like they need, you know. And I get it, you want tips or people want, hey, like how did this work out for you that? But most people that ask that, they're already doing it, like you know. Or like Winter might ask somebody else that's successful in another, you know, how do I do that? Tips is different, but if you're not on it already, it's not for you.
I feel like another thing too is not being afraid to take losses. Like I remember in one of the businesses I was in, you know, we had a huge organization of over 300 plus people, you know, working with me. We were making a lot of money, just going crazy, traveling. Things were going pretty great. And it got to a point where when those 300 people went down to 20 people. So now I had to rebuild my entire business, my entire organization from scratch. And I feel like the biggest thing is everybody's so focused on like the trophy, right? Everybody wants to win, they want to get that gold medal, they want to get the prize. But the reality is you should focus more on the steps in between to get there, on the obstacles. Because that's what's gonna, you know, make you get there. And you're gonna see, you know, a little roadblock gonna go around it next time, you feel me? So
yeah, everybody looks for results. You're right. You know, this world that we're in is cookie cutter. We're looking for instant gratification. Delayed gratification is what we need to be focused on. But the simple fact that it is in the steps in the process. Everybody wants to wait till the light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel never ends and you are the motherfucking light. You feel me? So you either keep going or close your motherfucking eyes and shut the fuck up and stop complaining. Because any way you look at it, you have two choices. Either do it or don't do it. But if you trying, you lying. You know, if you pursuing, then you actually doing. Like my boy said, if you gotta ask that, then it's not for you. You feel me? Because plenty of times like in the entrepreneurship, you could be up and you could be down. You feel me? And plenty of times it's been a roller coaster, and you gotta be the same motherfucking way in the midst of the process because you know where you headed. But if you don't know self, you feel me? Then of course you don't know what you can overcome and shit like that. But like I tell my clients, like if it's a fire, be a firefighter. If it's something in front of you, if it's a hurdle, be a motherfucking hurdler. Adjust, adapt, and pivot, or shut the fuck up and go back to working.
That's how niggas win.
And a lot of people, I feel like, be their worst enemies. Like, we'll let our own selves get in the way of our own success.
We the only
And
people in our way.
We point fingers. Like, we shouldn't even think like that. It should be like literally, our people tell you, like, hey, I got this going on, I got that going on. Everybody got problems.
Yeah.
Everybody has problems.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it. Sometimes they don't talk about it. Sometimes people's problems are 10 times worse than yours.
Right.
But the reality is, like, at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes the sad reality, people don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
Go harder.
Because life doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, life doesn't give a fuck what you're going through. The time moves on regardless. You know, we deal with loss. We deal with a lot of other shit out that everybody deals with. And it's like, time doesn't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, it's like, well, I could sit here and fuck off my life, or...
Yeah, that's like people that parent died right before the fucking Super Bowl. You go not play in the Super Bowl now?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna play.
Exactly.
Life is still gonna continue to go on.
Yeah.
Just the same way Carlos Miller even made it to where he at. His mom, before his last fucking last comic standing performance, passed away and was like, but you gonna make it. He said, I debated the entire time, you feel me, like, should I go, you feel me, I'm leaving the hospital to go perform. But he knew that, you feel me, in his core, that what was he was supposed to do for himself. You can't let nothing, death, nothing, a car accident, nothing stop you from what the fuck is already supposed to be for you.
Exactly.
And if you do, then it wasn't for you. And that's okay too. Be able to accept the fact that everything is not for you. This lane might not be for you. You might try it, it might be 10 episodes, and oh, this shit ain't it.
Yeah, no, real talk. Yeah.
But that should be
Real
okay
talk.
because people have too much fear of what other people think, so they get scared to go back to the drawing board. What if you go back to the drawing board because you want to make the picture better? Because now you know how to color within the lines. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? But niggas don't take the time to do that.
But in the same token, I feel like niggas try to do what they see other people successful at. A nigga might see Winter Watts doing shit on
And they wanna do
but
that.
it might not be for
Because they
them.
don't, first of all, like, we live in social media, so
Yeah, definitely.
social media, like, niggas don't really put respect on the grind. Like, they gonna see you guys post this episode.
Yeah.
They're not gonna see, and they're gonna see all the footage from right now. They're not gonna see that we linked up an hour and a half ago, you set the cameras up, he got the audio rolling, and my nigga had to learn that. Like, they're not gonna see all that. So, like, people don't really put respect on what's really being put into productions, whether it's, or anything. My nigga get, a promotion, whatever. Like,
They expect my nigga to edit the video the same day he shoot
Oh,
it.
shit
and that
is
shit in 30
crazy.
minutes. I be like,
shit is crazy.
The biggest thing that I've had to learn too is I keep seeing this on social media. Like, I think, what's his name? Israel Adesanya posted. I think it's a quote. I think it's like, fuck the noise or block out the noise. Like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, damn.
You kind of sound like him.
I do?
Yeah,
You
bro,
kind of do now.
I hear it, yeah.
Now that you bring him up, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, because when we first met, I was like, okay, this nigga sound like somebody, bro. Like, you sound like somebody that I've heard before, right? And I'm like, not saying that in a
My
bad
voice
way.
like a little raspy.
Not saying it in a bad way, but yeah, now that you brought his name up, you do sound like him. My bad, I didn't cut you off.
Style bender.
Yeah.
Start kicking
Just
in when the roundhouse kick people out. But it's like block out the noise. Like literally, just I was thinking about it. And I'm like, damn. If I leave all this stuff alone, all these distractions, all this stuff that's not gonna matter in a couple years from now, like, and I focus on just going straight forward. Imagine how much farther I'll go. Like when I get on, when I have all the money, when I have this, I'm gonna have it all.
yeah.
Girls are gonna come, opportunities are gonna come,
Yeah.
and it's like sometimes we just so stressed about everything. And this is the thing for me personally. Like a lot of people have never seen me mad. Like you've never seen me mad.
Yeah, you never see me mad. We're
Right.
always talking about ways to better ourselves, ways to get somewhere.
I figured out like everything is just you just have to think it through. Like if you just take a step back and think about like the situation you're in,
Yeah.
like and how you can figure it out, like all your problems will be solved.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree with you.
I don't know if they'll be solved, but
Over time.
what I like to think is like no matter what's going on, right? What the fuck just happened right now? My car just got hit outside, whatever, right? life is going to continue and I cannot rewind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit here and be mad, or I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna become that firefighter. I'm gonna put out that fire. I'm gonna become the hurler and hurl. It's like we don't have time to be mad. That's what it is. Because we don't have time to be mad. Nigga, the next 30 minutes that you spend being mad or thinking about some shit is 30 minutes you could have spent putting towards something,
Yeah, especially if you're not rich already.
Exactly.
You can't afford to be mad.
You can't.
Because you can only think about the solution because, nigga, you can't even pay to fix the problem.
Exactly.
You gotta fix it because your money ain't gonna get it. A lot of people use their money in replace of their time. You don't have that luxury. You gotta use this motherfucking brain and come up with 10 solutions and then break down each one A to Z, how the fuck each one work, and then prioritize the list, then eliminate the ones that don't make the most sense, and then try the ones and hopefully those motherfuckers work for you.
Exactly.
Because just because you think of that solution don't mean that's the actual one for you. Because I might see Kevin Gates say, I wake up every day at 5 a.m., I do 1,000 push-ups, 100 burpees, and that's how I live the best life. I do that shit like, hey, you know what, I think I'm about to die, have a cardiac arrest, nigga, because this shit ain't for me.
Nigga, and I'm going to sleep at 7 p.m. in the day.
You feel me? Like, maybe that's not my solution to a better life. You feel me? But
Nah, we just went through that, bro. It's easier said than done, but we literally just went through that, bro. And I was going through some shit where I was like, bro, I'm not shooting for a couple days, right? This nigga went there like, bro, I'll be there tomorrow. We're shooting.
Yeah.
We're shooting, bro. Because at the end of the day, no matter what the fuck we're facing, we're gonna deal with that
Anyway.
while we're still putting in work towards the goal. You know what I mean? And that's how it's supposed to be, you know? So.
Word. I want to switch the topic real quick. This is something interesting somebody brought to me the other day, and shout out DP, but I want to ask, what do you guys think about this? Who is supposed to pay for the first date? This is controversial.
Ooh,
we gotta get into
that.
it. Okay?
Hey, I'm gonna just plug our shit real quick. Me and Kai got a Kelly Kai show coming out. It's a segment, and that's one of the questions that we got on there. So I'm glad that you asked this.
I just want to know because, being, young dude in LA, whatever, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have a
You
couple
do
points
know.
after that. Well,
You know.
I mean,
you know.
in LA,
not even.
you know what that answer is. I'm not even answering, ladies. I know what to do.
Bro, you gotta foot the bill, bro. If you've been trying to get at her, you've been trying to.
The first date.
First date, bro. Especially if it's you, if you've been putting the pressure, bro. It's different if she hits you like, yo, let's go out. But even then, the pressure's on you still. The ball's in your court.
And I'm
every
gonna still
time.
play devil's advocate. So like, who plays for the first date? Whoever asked the person out. So 90% of the time, the woman's not gonna ask you out unless you look better than her. You feel me?
A lot of.
I mean, I've had girls offer to pay for me, like, oh, I got it. And I'm just like, nah, we splitting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally, like Croydon.
That nigga said, no, we splitting that.
Bro, I just don't like that. I'm a
He's from Boston.
He said, I don't like that. I'm gonna pay for my own shit.
You're not gonna ever pay for me.
Put your money away. No,
You're not gonna own me.
Not, I got it. That nigga said, no, we gonna split that.
Because
So you don't pay?
it depends.
So are you not dating these women, or these are just friends?
I'm not about to put my business out there, man. But anyways, like,
That's what the sketch is about.
Nah, we gonna keep it cool, man, for the podcast.
She gonna be hot after this episode.
trying to get people jumping out.
Yeah, he made me split.
I'm
Bitch ass nigga. He did that to me.
I'm single, so that's cool. But I'm just talking about past experiences.
Yeah.
Like, there's times where I've offered, and there's times where, like, no, we just split. It's just like
What's your natural thing to do?
it depends on the girl.
So how does that work? Because
If
I've never been in that situation. So I'm usually just like, I got it.
Yeah,
But
I'm
that's
talking
because
about your
I'm taking
method.
my-
So maybe I can
I
save
want
you
to
a couple
know. I want to
dollars.
know what goes down. What's the conversation like? Because
It's not even
I'm
trying to
that
awkward. It's sometimes it's like not uncomfortable, but it's like, damn, like I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying? She think I'm paying-
When a nigga start rubbing their ear.
like, does she think I'm trying to pay for her? Like, I'm over here just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
Eat my food, you eat your food, we enjoy each other's company, right?
Yeah.
I feel it now. I have a solution to that. So I have this dialogue all the time because I'm like, we don't have to go on a date.
Yeah.
We can go on a friendly outing.
Yeah.
A friendly outing is when we pay for ourselves. A date is when I'm courting you to a degree. You feel me? Now, if you're going out on dates, you should pay or you should stay in the house. If you're going out on friendly outings with people that are just friends and you guys are just going out,
They pay.
then y'all pay for each other. I mean,
So
we pay
take
for
notes,
each
ladies. This is all about wordplay. This is Winter Watts Black Book. This is all about wordplay. Okay, so if we're going on a date, it's dating, and we're going on a friendly outing. You are paying for your shit.
All right, let me give you a scenario.
I pay for my friends sometimes too, though. So I don't know. It's weird to me. I pay for the homies. Like, so.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking.
I'll give you a
I'm not
scenario.
going for the female like that, like just like.
You pay for niggas over a female?
For a girl?
No, I pay for my dogs before I pay over a female. Yeah.
So it's bros over hoes? It's not bros and hoes at the same time?
Nah.
Wow, that's so interesting.
But I've never not paid for girls for a date that I went on with a girl.
I feel
But then again,
Just
I don't really be
go
going
on
on dates like
dates.
that. So
I go really honest.
we're gonna meet the group there. Everybody gonna be there.
Yeah, I feel you on that too. But what if, let me give you a scenario. Say it's some girl you was trying to run down on since like college or high
Oh,
school.
you gotta pay for it. There's no question, bro.
I'm paying for everything.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta-
I'm picking her up, nigga. I'm dropping her off. I'm gonna have some flowers in the front seat. That's $12 for Ralph's. I'm doing it all. We doing ice cream. We doing lunch. We doing dinner. I'm rubbing feet and you sucking me. Bitch, we getting it going. The whole thing. I'm paying for this. Hey, I'm paying. You gonna get this experience. And it's over with. Cause I ran you down, bro. It was 6 years. You made me wait for this regular ass pussy for 6 years.
Yeah, that's the next time. That's the next question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How long? Is it this way? Okay, cool. How long? Should a guy wait?
Oh,
Cause
we have.
I'm
to
I'm at the point in my life where a girl gotta like me way before I like her anyway, for me to even try to approach her.
uh-huh.
You feel me? So I'm not waiting for nothing. We just had this conversation.
Wait, the first link?
This man.
I'm not putting
a boxer, bro.
I'm
He's
not
a boxer.
I'm
He's a
not putting
boxer.
a timetable on
It's
it.
different.
But it's just certain shit that I won't do if we not on that level.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta have
He's
some
a boxer, bro. It's different.
I gotta have some
Like,
some
them niggas be moving
self-respect.
different. They like, nah, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta bust it open. I've been training for 3 months.
Nah,
you gonna fight. You're gonna bust it open, bitch. That's how these dudes get down. I could wait, but I'm not taking nobody serious. I'm not taking nobody serious, but I could wait. But I'm not taking you serious. You know? But that's because I gotta know what it's like. Like, if I wanna date somebody and be in a relationship, I gotta know what it's like.
You have to.
It's like test driving a car.
You gotta test drive
Okay,
it.
okay,
You're not
okay.
gonna drive a car off the lot if you haven't test drove it.
Yes, you will.
I don't
have to test a Lamborghini to know what it
If you
drives.
give me a free Lambo, I'm taking
And they said, you want this Rolls Royce?
Free.
You like, can I test it? They said, no, you gotta take it or leave it. What
You
you gonna
take
do?
it.
You gonna take
I'm gonna
it.
take it.
So stop talking
But
shit.
if they say you wanna marry Beyonce, you don't get to hit. You just get to marry her. And then
You don't get to hit for the first 60 days, and then you get to hit after that. What's the point? 'Cause he's not talking about never
Yeah,
fucking.
would you hit?
He's talking about how
Would you
long
marry
did it take to be able to. I'm not waiting till marriage for nothing.
I'm not saying just not necessarily Beyonce, but someone of her caliber. Would you
First,
and,
second.
and looks all that? You marrying her?
Bro, that's
Without
And it is weak.
Let me
Without
answer,
hitting?
let me answer the question.
The top
And it is weak.
Let me answer the question.
I'm just saying, that nigga
How
Jay-Z.
long? I feel like if you got the correct intentions, it don't matter the time frame. I've waited 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I've hit it on the first day. And guess what? Somebody that I hit on the first day, I was in a relationship with for 2 fucking years. And somebody I waited 3 months for, I only fucked with 2 more times after that. It matters on what the actual connection is like. Don't get me wrong, we can be compatible on so many other levels, but if the sex is not compatible, then of course it may not work, for sure.
Yeah.
So you do want to test that out, but I'm not even putting a time frame on it because I need substance anyway. I can make myself come. You feel me? I want to make sure that after I nut, you feel me, you're there for a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
Unless you're just gonna be somebody I jack my meat off in, which I don't want to do, you feel me? Because I care so much about like the engagement and energy, you feel me, exchange. I'm not about to just be fucking just to fuck. That shit is a motherfucking sport and a talent. I'm not about to use my skills just because. I'm not giving out good dick for free. The fuck we talking about? If I'm gonna invest my time, it don't matter how much time is involved if we know the fuck we doing. You feel me? Yeah, so why men and or women cheat? I can speak for men because I'm a man. It's not in our natural being to automatically be monogamous. We're natural polygamous individuals, you feel me? Which means we yearn for the love of more than one partner because we have the capacity to love more than one person. Now, mind you, it's not for beta males, it's for alpha males. You feel me? People that are front runners, people that are leaders, people that do have the financial resources to do such. And a lot of times we force ourselves in situations to be monogamous with people, knowing that's not really what to condemn ourselves to, you know, and we're not always as open and honest and communicative, you feel me, with our partner about that's what it is that we want, you know. I had to learn that myself. Like, my first question, what are your views on monogamy versus polygamy? Just to get their thought process. And then based on that, if they're open-minded, then we can continue to dialogue about regular stuff. Because at least I know you have the open mind to understanding how this dynamic works. Yeah. Fuck the sexual part. Because people always like, you just want to have threesomes. No, fuck that. Because a lot of times we don't even all have sex together. It's about the build, you feel me? It's nation building. It's resource building. It's income building. 3 incomes is better than 1. 2 for sure is better than 1, but 3 for sure go get it done. Because if we go back to that, if the woman make more money than you, that's a quarter, and then the 150, that sound like 600,000 right there. It sounds like you can do more. It sounds like you can pull more resources together. It sounds like if I'm the entrepreneur, she's the nurse, and the other person speaks 3 languages and she knows how to do X, Y, Z. We all can contribute to this household in one way, shape, form, or another. If one person has a baby, you feel me, just going through something, you have somebody to immediately confide into. It's a whole different dynamic when you actually have a sister wife and understand how love really works and how it can be spread and shared in this realm. But a lot of times people, again, don't have that truth and that honesty to be able to have that dialogue with people. Now, while women cheat, it's usually an emotional disconnect. You feel me? Or the nigga not satisfying them sexually. So it's one of the 2 things. You feel me? Niggas are selfish, you know.
So you're not gonna let women argue that they're not monogamous either?
They might not be, and that's okay. But niggas are also jealous beings, and they won't never admit it. So they'll never they'll never let their woman do something like that. Hell no. What? I can fuck 17 bitches, but you only can fuck me. It's
exactly.
That shit's backwards though.
Is it?
It's crazy. I don't want to possess nobody.
I think about it like biology standpoint. Like, we can get technically we can
1,000 girls pregnant, and
we
they
can
only
get a girl pregnant every single day.
Yeah.
One chick if we're having sex once. We can have sex 3 times a day and get 3 different women pregnant every day. So I just look at it like that. It's like their body is made to at least not be getting pregnant for 9 months. You know, I'm not saying they can't have multiple partners, but I'm just saying like it is something interesting to look at. Not the other way around too. But yeah, niggas are possessive, bro. Like I wouldn't want. If I had it my way, like I would be able to pick and choose whenever I wanted to mess with other women. And my girl wouldn't care. It would be a team thing, though.
Now, mind you, that is how the dynamic works. It starts with you and your queen first. People think it's like, oh, I pick this random girl and then this random girl. No, you have to start. You feel me? Because if you talk about everybody wants to be kings and queens, like back in the day, that's what it was. It was a king and 7 of the watch.
Exactly.
But it was the main queen that chose these other ones. Like, she's a good fit for us.
I feel like, you know what's crazy? I'm not going to say his name, but I was talking to one of my friends. He was in a situation where he was dating a girl for a while. And then he ended up messing with some other girl, and then they all ended up being like together.
Yeah.
Like they were like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, some girls are real confident about themselves.
But what happened was, now they're in a situation where like they're like telling him, you gotta choose. You're not doing this no more.
Yeah.
So like
they wasn't ready for it.
They did it to appease them, but that wasn't really their lifestyle.
But then again, too, like that's just like dating in general. Some girls might not work out in 6 months.
Right.
So that's a whole other thing. The equation gotta equal 3 instead of just 2.
If that's successful, it's like you've been in 6 unsuccessful monogamous relationships. Everything has its pros and cons. Everything has its dynamics that can work and whatnot. You feel me? Like, so.
Some women know though. Some women know like I don't suck dick. You gonna find a girl that sucks dick. We gonna find a girl, and it's different. It's like okay, well if you're willing to bring somebody in where you know you lack,
that makes sense. It should.
But don't be telling me you don't do this, that, and the third.
And don't think I'm gonna go get it somewhere else.
Yeah. Like if I tell you what I need and what I need for this relationship to be successful, and you're not ready to offer that or find us an alternative, then we're not gonna work out in a relationship. Anyways,
I think it's interesting because me personally, I'm different. Like for me, it takes me a while to be able to get emotionally involved with a woman. Like for me, I could be, and it sounds crazy, but I could be like sexually involved with a woman and I won't just be emotional right away. That's not enough for me. I have to get to know her and figure her out.
For sure.
So
you gotta develop a relationship to care about
yeah,
somebody.
like I have to really understand her and get to know her because when you're in a relationship with somebody, getting serious with somebody, you don't really see how they really are until time goes on. You don't see how they face adversity, how they deal with it.
Yeah.
So if I try and involve myself too early, I don't really know who I'm fucking with. I don't know who I'm dealing with. She might be-
That's what I was getting to the point
That's the
earlier.
thing.
Like the whole like, yeah, I can make myself nut, but if you don't got no substance, if I don't know how you handle adversity, if I don't know how you act in front of my friends versus how you act in front of your friends, because you find out who people are over time in different settings. Let me find out how you are when you're mad.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like what really goes on? Like, and then when you get to know that person as a being, as a
Yeah,
whole,
yeah.
as an individual, outside of whatever title you want to give them, then that's when you know you fuck with her, how you need to move. Because people are too strong on just the title. Like, I like you, like me, you should be my boyfriend. Like, you feel me? Like, no, like,
Just to quit.
get to know me as a person. Because if us getting to know each other doesn't work out in this capacity, maybe we can still be friends or associates if we don't be boyfriend or girlfriend. If you gave a fuck about what I have going on, what you got going on.
If we just
You
started
feel me?
off on some cool stuff.
Yeah, but then people will just get too serious too fast, want to possess you, want to own you. No, you're all of mine. Oh, what? You don't got no kids.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Shit.
Like I've been in situations where I, like, you know, gone on dates with women and get to know them and stuff like that, and I don't know, they just been like very much like trying to like lock me down. Just like
Immediately.
I'm just like, to be honest, like I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's like I
I'm not
I
on
can't
that
force
right
myself to
now.
feel that way.
Yeah.
I need to develop.
Nah, but
that.
then they be like, oh, you're not really serious.
Yeah,
trying
or
to-
you're not
it's
even,
like,
it's like, well, you didn't give me a chance to be into you. Like,
yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally just went through this.
Like,
Yeah, like it's
I
like,
think you gotta go a good. I would say anywhere from like a month to 6 months.
I would say 6 months.
Yeah,
I would
before
say-
you really lock in on some boyfriend girlfriend.
I
type
said
stuff.
like
Whoa.
at least-
I
would
said
say
3 months. I said 3 months.
I
I
say
said
3 to
3 to 6.
6 to get to know 'em, and then after that, I can determine what I want to do with you.
Exactly.
I mean, the only girl I ever dated, we was friends for like 3.5 months. I was a freshman in college. So I mean that, you know, we just became close friends.
Yeah.
Reality is, if you really want to be with a girl, you really
gotta be friends
Be her
first.
friend.
Yeah.
Because everybody's trying to kill, everybody's trying to run down her, everybody's trying to say, hey, what you doing? Like, nah,
Yeah.
be her actual friend.
Facts.
And she'll like you way more. She'll want to be around you. She'll be like, oh, this dude actually cares about me. I want to hang out with him. And it's like,
Man, now you just going into a whole nother thing where it's like you got a girl and she talking about, oh, I got, you know, male friends. And it's like, hold up, these niggas trying to fucking
Let me ask that. Do you think men or women can have friends with the opposite sex when in a relationship? Be honest.
yeah, but it
You
can be-
contradicting yourself already. The fact that you said
Yeah, but
but
I know how you feel
you,
about it.
it has to be communicated. You have to talk about it. Like, for example, like when in my only relationship, my ex-girlfriend hated my best friend. Like,
But
for
your
no-
best friend would have let you fuck.
Nah, me and my best friend were never like that. I was best friends with her before I even met my
Yeah,
ex.
but would she let you?
Nah.
We 100% sure about that.
And then she
We got one podcast.
but if she were to make a move on
I
you,
might
would
put
you
this
let
on.
it?
I might put this clip up. She would make a
If she were to make a move on you, would you let it happen?
No,
I mean, from what you're telling me, that's real friends.
I wouldn't.
Because I've never thought about fucking none of my friends.
We were like legitimate like best friends. She would tell me about her problems. I tried,
Right.
and I wasn't like attracted to her like
Yeah,
that.
she
No,
like
you
your
were,
sis.
you were attracted to her, but not like sexually or anything. You're attracted to her energy. And
Yeah.
being,
She is a
as a friend.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you're
facts.
attracted to her, but not in like a sexual way.
Yeah.
And people overexert that, like, oh, like, I'm not attracted to you, like, I don't see you like that. It's like, no, you're attractive, you're cool, you're dope. I just don't have to fuck you. Like,
Because
you
people
like,
would ask and be like, no, like, yo, are you fucking did that? I'm like, bro, no. And people would tell like, yo, why does everybody think this? I would,
I mean,
I would,
because, you know.
She's like, oh, I would never, I would like.
Oh, see, now when you say shit like that, you would never.
Yeah, that's what I would just run up like never, but I was like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, calm it down, baby. Calm it down. Don't do all that.
I really like, I really fucking like, nah. Cut this out.
Light your shit up.
Fuck you, like, fuck you.
Never want to be my friend again.
The
I
fuck?
think it's tough, bro, because I feel like if it's a true friend, you shouldn't have to have conversations like how you said about it. Because I'm not sitting there having a conversation about me and Kyrie kicking it.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not telling, I gotta explain to her my relationship with Winter. Like, these are my homies, but like I'm not doing that. So why not do that about a friend that's opposite sex?
That's
Because they're insecure. A lot of times people are insecure. And they don't want you to have somebody else because they feel like, well, I serve this purpose. It's like, but you don't. You serve the purpose that you're serving.
Yeah,
You feel
my partner.
It's my partner. You
Yeah.
feel me? Then other people I want to do other things with.
I think for me personally, it's just like I don't like niggas knowing my business. That's my thing, right? And I know how females are. You guys out there know how females are, and how people are in general. Like we like to share information. When some shit goes down, we gonna share information to our homies. When some shit goes down with your girlfriend, she gonna share with her homegirls. My thing is now she got this other male, a grown man.
Ooh, that know all this shit about
Yeah,
you.
now he know all this shit about you.
Because-
Now, how important is that? Am I that important? Maybe not now, but I plan to be one of the most successful people that you know. So it's like, if this nigga know my information, that's out. We can't have no leaks in this house. I don't care if I'm a fucking bum. This nigga can't know what freeway I sleep under. Like,
But that's why you gotta just watch who your partners is, because that shit is, they gonna tell somebody regardless.
No, for sure. But that's what I'm saying.
Real-
But that's what I'm saying. If she's got a male friend, she's gonna probably tell that.
Facts. Because I've been that male friend.
Exactly. So how
I know everything. I'm like,
how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
That nigga ain't shit, bitch. You need to come ride this nigga over here. Get his friends up. Damn. You say you didn't hit it out. Oh, your birthday. Bitch, I would have had you an extra house. But yeah, I'm gonna wait back my girl phone.
My friend.
My friend. Hey, no more none of this shit.
Yeah, because then people about to be like, oh, Mexico.
Oh, friends. No, I know better. I'm single as fuck. I got some friends though.
I feel like everybody got
They got
friends.
boyfriends?
That's why I don't like the word friend no more. It gets
Yeah,
thrown
it's-
around too easy.
it's like-
I be telling people, if he's trying to fuck you, that's not your friend.
Yeah.
No, if you know, and this is how you can test them. This is how anybody can test them. So if you don't want to go through a long debate, and the girl like, oh, he's just my friend, be like, all right, let's call him, and then be like, hey, I'm trying to come over. You feel me? I think we've been friends long enough. I think it's time we actually get it in. And then they be like, damn, for real, for sure. If he agreed, that nigga already had that secret intent.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas have hidden agendas. You feel me? So a nigga can go into a situation and be like, oh, we can just be friends. Just like if you try to holler at a girl right now, and she be like, I got a boyfriend, like, why we can't just be friends?
Yeah.
And she be like, I guess, cool, because it's an option for just in case some shit happens. The friend is a runner-up. A friend is a potential. A
No,
friend
for
is-
sure. You see it happen all the time. You see it happen all the time. The best friend, the nigga you thought was like, oh, he might be low-key gay. And then like it comes out, they dated. They're like, damn, we just broke up a month ago. And I
But he's already been there, so he already knew her, so he didn't have to get to know her. So you feel me?
But your girl played it so well that she didn't even think about it because she sold it to you.
And niggas not gonna tell on themselves. It's only the females that can do this.
But I don't know if I could set somebody up and call them like that. Like I don't know if I have it in me to be
Nah,
like,
I would do that.
call that nigga right now. I'm just not like that. Like
I'm not insecure, so if you go do me like this and fumble me, then do your best.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's what I'm
feel me?
saying. Like I'm just more like it is what it is.
But I'm so who I am. Come on, bitch. Your friend ain't doing what I'm doing, bitch. Come on, look. Did your friend buy your passport? No. Your friend's a local joker, nigga. The fuck? Bitch, we international pimping. What we talking about? That's P.
Right.
yeah, we really push.
She really P, nigga.
to the Panama Bay. You know, we pushing the P out here.
One
That's
story,
cool.
be careful, man. You gotta be careful who you talking to. 'Cause I feel like girls just be shiesty out here, man. Guys are terrible too. But I feel like this world of
Yeah,
dating is
females
just
is,
like,
yeah, you would get set up and killed.
I
Every
agree.
war has been started over a female
mm.
in the world. Every gang-related situation has been started over a female.
Yeah, I think people just need to touching on what Winter was saying about intentions, like I think if you have good intentions just in life, like I'm not trying to do nobody dirty, even in the dating world.
Mhm.
Like I'm just dating you.
Yeah.
Whether you hurt somebody's feelings or not, as long as your intentions were
Correct.
just good, like I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just wanted to see what you were about. Now I don't want to date and you're hurt by it. That's not your fault that she's hurt. You know,
That's their fault.
You didn't do her dirty. You
Good
just tried
intentions
to-
and bad results
Yeah.
have nothing to do with
Exactly.
it.
So I think
Just
good
didn't work.
intentions in the world, I think you're gonna be straight. Like the karma, the energy you surround yourself with, and the things that happen to you. You know, everyone goes through tough times, but I don't think that they're gonna be, the end all be all when you have good intentions. And for the other side of it, that's when karma's a bitch. And when you do niggas dirty, you get done dirty.
That's the thing.
Nigga with interest.
That's where the truth coming in.
You can do people so bad, and that shit will come right back to you. And when it happens to you, you're just like, damn. Because I feel like, just in general, people they see everything and they're like, that'll never happen to me.
And then it happens immediately.
Then you're like over and just.
Yeah, that shit just happened to me. I was like,
You said something.
damn. No, it was just unintentionally made somebody feel the type of way because like they wanted more than what I was able to provide and or give at that particular time. Great person, but it was just like, okay, we're not on the same playing field in regards to that. And then I met somebody and was like, ooh, okay, I'm trying to be on this plan. And they're like, and I'm like, oh, this is what that feel like. A motherfucker doing 60% and they be like, ooh, but wait, don't go to extra 40.
Yeah.
You only gonna get this half of that, just enough. I might hug you for 3 seconds instead of 1 like I do the other homies. You feel me? So you a little special. You feel me? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, again, I didn't internalize it. You feel me? I'm that emotional of an individual. I mean, I'm in tune with my emotions, so I was aware of how it did immediately make me feel, and then I was easily able to overstand how I've made other people feel before. So, I mean, sometimes you do have to ingest some shit like that. So you be like, maybe I don't need to move exactly like that, or maybe I need to communicate a little more direct
the
earlier.
communication might have to get better.
You know
how to navigate through the
correct.
From it.
Because I might not have a new, because how do we know what we don't know? So I didn't know how I was making somebody else feel. I didn't know that this was like the way I was going about the situation, and then it happened. I was like,
Post everybody. For some reason, the camera stopped rolling, but it's all good. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.